If you come hang out with us, twitch.tv/KayvanMD. We'll be live for the next 2 hours listening to music and feedback. I'll leave this open on Instagram as well, but just know that I'm not going to be looking at the chat here, so if you want to talk to me and actually be a part of what's going on, come join us on Twitch. And yeah, we'll be live for the next 2 hours. Come hang out. And I've got a nice little running playlist of stuff that I keep too, so if you send Spotify links, I can playlist it. We make content about it every Tuesday. If you don't have links, that's also fine.
So these niggas judge fair like contests. Niggas see me doing my thing, they be like, go ahead. Can't even accept it, I'm just really in my own head. Really trying to feel appreciation from my old heads. I just wanna pull up ride low, George Lopez. Wonder if you hear me on the track and think I'm floating. I don't think my focus where it need to be. Shades and in the club is no perceiving me. I put so much weight on what you think of me. Character assassination kinda feel like buckshots. Similar to Martin saying beady beats. Honestly, my confidence is ruptured. Pendulum go swing if you believe in me. I'll be feeling high when I'm receiving the praise, but when this shit is quiet, I'll be quiet for days.
Yo, if you listen in the chat on Twitch, what's going on? Welcome back. Happy Thursday. We'll get started here very shortly. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late. I got a little distracted talking about how much I love this community on Instagram. Sometimes it happens. Let me put this in the Discord really quickly and make sure we get everybody in. But if you are here in the chat right now, we're listening to the songs we found on Twitch playlist. A couple things that I'm put in here really quickly. If you want to tweet out the link to the stream, come hang out. If you're trying to submit your music, boom, there you go. If you want to skip the queue, there are the instructions too. I'll explain how everything goes very shortly. But get comfortable. We're going to be here for the next 2 hours listening to your music, giving feedback. If you are in the chat and you're joining us for the first time, or if you're back again, let us know where you're watching from. Shout out to the new followers as well. JR Specs, Stone Cold Triller, 4200 Corey, Ever Moon, Listen 3000 Violet Shades, and Blazing Beats. But I think all came from Big Duck's stream. Shout out to Big Duck too. Somebody didn't pop up yet. Don't worry about it. I think when you get to the 1.5 years thing, like we pretty much believe you if you say that you did. I think that there's a certain loyalty that comes with 1.5 years of spending almost every Monday and Thursday together, where I think I can probably trust you a little bit there. Bully, you said you're giving it out to AD? Let's get it. Stone Cold Triller reporting live from Brooklyn. Me too. I love Brooklyn, man. I've been living in the US for like, I don't know, 14 years, 15 years almost. What's up? What's up? Back in here. Giuseppe, what's going on? Let me know the artist name again. I want to make sure that it's hard when you guys don't have the same username as the artist name for me to remember everybody, so I'm sorry. But you got 17, my dad. 17 years. 17 years. That's how long we've been here? Shit. I guess at this point, America is home. Epic gamer moment. Me? This is Time Passes By Jakari Smith. I'm a big Jakari Smith fan. This has happened really quickly. I'm opening up the stream. I'm nervous. I made this on my phone. Don't be nervous. We definitely heard music that people have sent in that's been made on phones. That is very good. Giuseppe, is it Holocene? It is, right? Can you just remind me in the thing? Alright, I'm gonna explain how everything goes in here in a second. And we'll get started. Foliage Man, welcome back. I've got you in my community playlist draft for the next update, which is coming very soon. I just need to finalize it. I gotta cut down. I saved like 60 songs, man, from you guys' submissions for the community playlist, and now I'm stuck in this hole of 40 plus songs that I have to cut down to get to a manageable amount so that we can have a listenable playlist. And I try to aim for like 25 to 30 songs on that community playlist, but this time you guys came in with a lot of really great submissions, so it's been a little hard to cut it down from 60. Anyway, and look, just for a peek at what we have in here right now. I'm not gonna give you too much, but I've got it down close. We're at 33, so I gotta cut a couple more songs out, but we're getting close to that final playlist. And then I gotta sequence it, which is also annoying, but we'll do that. Giuseppe, is the artist name Holocene? Can you just remind me? I think it is. Machism, I'm gonna get you dragged up into that priority queue. If you are here in the chat, this is how it all works. So if you are wanting to submit your music, all you have to do is hit command submit, which is !submit in the chat if you're with us on Instagram. This only happens on Twitch, so come hang out with us on Twitch. You can submit for free by hitting the link in my bio, but all of this is happening on Twitch right now. We're listening to music, we're talking about it in the chat. So if you are with us on Instagram, come join us on Twitch. If you submit, your music is going to go here into this Google spreadsheet next to me. We are in the 14,400s of submissions already since last January, or maybe 2 years now, almost 2 years of doing this stream. So we've gotten a lot of submissions. What that means is we don't get to every submission in every stream. All these red ones that you see, that just means we didn't get to them from the last stream. All the green ones are the ones we got to. And these little orange spaces in between, these are the free bumps that I put after every 5 priority subscriber submissions. So if you want to get into the skip queue, which is marked in orange, that is a guarantee you'll get played on stream today before the end of stream. The only way to guarantee you'll get played on stream is to subscribe or gift a sub to the channel. That will get you bumped up into that priority queue. You'll get put in orange. We'll do 5, and then we'll do 1 free one at random from the rest of the submissions. We'll keep doing that until we get to the last 30 minutes of the stream, and the last 30 minutes of the stream will be entirely free for everybody who's in the chat taking part with us. So there's always that opportunity to get bumped up for free. I'm not just trying to be like, hey, pay me to get on this list. You can if you want to. If you don't want to, there's also another option. It's just not a guarantee. We'll try and get through as many songs as we can during that kind of rapid fire 30-minute section. And that's how it goes. There's only one rule as we're listening to music. I want to know what you guys are thinking. And if you have feedback, please let us know in the chat. The only rule is to please be respectful of each other and the amount of work and time and love that goes into making music. That's it. That's literally it. It's the only rule I have for you. Be respectful. If you're not respectful, I'm gonna be disrespectful too, and it's not fun. Yeah, if you gift a sub right now, you do get into the spooky orange queue. That is a guarantee you'll get played before the end of stream. You can do that as many times as you want throughout the stream if you want to. If you gift multiple, it'll get you bumped up multiple spots, so you can go further up if you need to leave or you got something to do. But yeah, also just talk to me in the chat, and if we gotta work something out, we will. All right, that's it. Those are the rules. That's how it all works. For everybody who's in the chat, if you don't know who I am, you don't know what I do, my name's Kayvan. I'm the director of A&R at Genius Distro. So for the last 2 years, I've been signing artists to Genius, but I've also been working at Genius for about 7 years, doing stuff like Verify, deconstructed interviews, launched open mic, content strategy, branded content, live events. And so now we launched a distribution company about 1.5 years ago, almost 2 years ago, and that is what I've been doing. So I've been signing artists, putting music out, pushing it, doing all the digital marketing stuff and DSP pitching and stuff. So these are some of the artists we work with. J-Mac was from this community. I found him here, signed him from here. Same thing with Serena, who's in here as well, Leia the Leo, who's in here as well, and Ashoka, and Bray, who was like an OG stream comer. So this community has been a big part of what I've been doing in my career, and I love it. That's why I like doing this, because it's a great way for me to find your music, hear it before everybody else, kind of work with you in a loose fashion by giving feedback and letting you know what I think, hearing stuff before it comes out, telling you like, hey, maybe this is the right sound for you, or maybe this is a better sound for you. So it's really about like artist development in here as well. It's not just about anything other than that. It's listening to music, helping artists improve, and hopefully finding talent that I can work with. Am I the one who's making the deconstructed? I did the deconstructed interviews, like a lot of them, not all of them, but I don't do the video editing. That was not me, so I cannot take well, I wouldn't take any credit for it because I didn't do it. So that's it. Iggy Pack, welcome in, man. Welcome for the first time. One thing I like to do before we get started is, if you are here in the chat watching for the first time, let us know where you're watching from. I know we got some Brooklyn people in here, but it's crazy how much people actually listen. But yeah, that's been one of my favorite parts, Bull, is seeing people actually take the feedback, take the advice, and run with it. Do I have any playlists on Spotify? I got a bunch of playlists on Spotify, Fresh Lord. So if you check that out in my link tree, there's a link to like a bunch of playlists that I actually do. I also do the Genius New Music Friday playlist, a lot of branded playlists for Genius. We're going to be doing some collaborative playlists. If you don't follow Kayvan's House on Instagram, you should. This is a new addition to the community, but it's growing quickly. And when we get to 2,000 followers, I'm going to give away another free consultation. I've been doing this every 1,000 followers. I give away a free 30-minute consultation. We can just talk about whatever you want. But if you go follow Kayvan's House, we are doing a bunch of content, like repurposing content from artists that we like from the community. We've started an interview series called At Home With. which is bringing you behind the scenes of artists' lives and their creative processes a little bit. We have our favorite songs from the Twitch stream that we share every single Tuesday. So that is why you should submit your music for the stream. And then, yeah, a bunch of other stuff. New Music Friday playlist. So if you have releases coming up, here's the link in the chat for you. Also, for you to submit to our release calendar. I listen to that myself every single Friday and pick and update this playlist, which is the New Music Who This playlist, which is growing pretty quickly also. So yeah, those are all the opportunities. We have a bunch of stuff in the Discord too. Shout out to Bula, who is constantly putting really cool opportunities for artists outside of the community in front of the community, so you guys can go and submit yourselves too. Neely, okay, there it is, Neely. Let me get all these people that I missed from the queue too. Neely, Joe Marte, JR Specs. And so yeah, if you are just joining us, basically if you subscribe and get this up, that'll get you. The logo looks like some construction company. Yeah, we're going through a rebrand, don't worry. I made everything myself on Canva out of like fucking necessity, because I'm just like the kind of person who will just do it myself if I don't have the money to spend on or budget to spend on doing something a certain way. And so initially everything was just kind of made by like all of this around me. I just like hodgepodge the shit together bit by bit and kind of built it as I was going. So it's constantly improving and evolving. But the goal is to eventually, do a rebrand this year. I like the current logo too. I just want to do I want it to look better. You know what I mean? Like the stream is upgraded over time. There was a point where I was in a different room. Like I didn't have lights. Like I wasn't using the same kind of mic. Like it's changed a lot over time. And so that is honestly, like, if you guys take anything else from this stream, is that you can do that. Like, don't be afraid to like build some shit as you're building it. Because like, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? Like if nothing is perfect and you just don't do shit, you'll never fucking do shit. And that's like I think that's the way I approach it. Like, I don't need it to be perfect when I start. I just need to start doing it, and I can learn from doing it, and I can improve it as I go. So that's kind of like been the whole thing in general. Like, it's a very DIY community. The whole point is to kind of promote self-sustainability as well, and figuring out how to like do your own shit, which you should, right? So, super facts. You just got to build the plane while you fly it. Yeah. Now it's at a point where I need to bring some engineers on to make the plane not have something that falls off of it. Do I listen to German music? Absolutely. I actually did a whole playlist, funnily enough, called En Route, because I went to Berlin recently, and so I did a whole playlist of German and French music. So I'm actually a big fan of like Levin Liam. Crow is really great. Blumengarten is pretty sick. Luciano is fucking awesome. I'm a big Luciano fan. Who else was really cool that I found on this? Reezy was cool as fuck. Fresh Lord 999. Community album, I would love to do that at some point. Am I taking on any orders for distro? Yes and no. Definitely send me some music because I want to hear it. For me, it's like all about scheduling. I'm not going to sign too many orders because I want to make sure that everybody gets priority. Like, that's kind of like my whole ethos about distro is like, if we're signing people, I want to make sure that we're signing not too many people so that we can really do the work on each individual release, and that has been working out. So I'm probably going to keep that same energy. So yes and no. It depends on a couple different factors, release dates, that kind of things. But generally, it's, I'm always on the lookout because shit is fucking always moving. There's always new artists. There's always new stuff coming up. So, also a producer engineer if you need someone on your team. I honestly like always need help with things. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, everything that I work on is basically indie. Everything is basically. What if you're okay not getting priority, just one opportunity? I don't know. We haven't really talked about that yet. I think that would, I think it's good and bad, right? Like, on the one hand, sure, that is fine if the artist is cool with it and they understand. And they're not really that pressed. Like, if it's like, hey, like, we just want to put it out. But I think on the flip side of that, where I would maybe have more concern is then that detracting from the artist that we are, because like, it works both ways in a way. You know what I mean? It's like, the more releases you have coming down the pipeline, the more it's getting served, the more people know about it. We've got specific reps we talk to. Like, the more, like, you kind of have to, like, if you don't pitch it, it's kind of like also wasting the artist time. I don't know. For me, I would prefer to not do that. Like, I don't want to sign artists and then not work on it, because what's the point? Like, I feel like you're kind of wasting everybody's time. Like, I don't know. That, and again, this is just the way I think about it personally. I think like the volume game is generally the game for distro, so like it's not that crazy of a thing. But just for me, it's just like I don't want to like I don't know. If I as an A&R, why would I sign something that I'm not super passionate about myself? You know what I mean? Like, because what if there is somebody who is super passionate about it out there who does want to work on it also? I don't know. That's a tough one for me. I think I just have like my own like viewpoints on things too that just won't change. I'm a bit stubborn. Like my dad's in here. He would probably also agree that I can be a bit stubborn, but I'm definitely like I know how I feel. I'm gonna stay that way. I'm dead. All right, we're gonna start with AD. You guys will see. Look, we're gonna ramble a lot. If you have questions about the music industry, ask in the chat. I'll talk about them. But let's get started with music feedback so you guys can see and feel what this is like. So my dad, literally, he is. I got that from you. Thanks, Pops. So we're going to start with AD. This is Afraid, produced by Sohi. Let us know what you think in the chat. What's up, Nomad? How you doing, man? I'm chilling. It's been a Thursday. I got a release tomorrow with Ajna. I'm tired. Let us know what you think in the chat. This is AD with Afraid. And if you have feedback, definitely let us know. I mean, my biggest feedback is this low end is just overpowering the vocal entirely. So for me, it's bringing that sub down, just controlling it a little bit more, making some room for the vocal. Energy is good in the vocal, though. I like this part of your vocal probably the most so far. Just a really good energy. But I like the drift in and out of melodic and kind of less melodic too. I miss with the production on this and cadence. The distortion throw me off a bit. It's just a little bit too much distortion. The song is probably pressed harder than limited from the mix. It's definitely a cool beat though. I like the bounce of this. Probably why the low end sounds like that. Look, this is why we asked for feedback in the chat, because I would not have guessed that. That would not have been me being like, oh yeah, the limited. Hard pressed on the limited. I did like it though. Oh, he made it on BandLab too. Okay, he did say he made this on his phone. That's pretty crazy though. Okay, so if you've not mixed it either, like, I mean, BandLab is limiting in how much you can actually mix the shit. So I'm gonna give you a little bit more leeway just for that alone. It did go hard. And the energy was that the vocal actually sounded amazing for having done it on your phone. If only maybe a little bit quiet. But good job overall. Cuban Adrian sings on Instagram. Make sure you go follow. This is the big thing about what we do here. If you hear some shit, go follow. You hear some shit you like, go follow that person and support them. All right? At Cuban Adrian sings. Coke Carl up next. Another Brooklyn boy. Sorry for my absence. Never apologize for being absent, bro. We're all human beings here. Everybody's got a life. Everybody's got shit going on. You know, props out to the BandLab users. Yeah, facts, bro. You absolutely get props. If you are literally making music on your phone just because you just want to make music, you get hella respect from me. Yes, all genres are accepted here, 100%. This is NYC Shorty Rough by Coke Call. Hopefully it'll play. Might be low volume, raw mix. All right, that's fine. Untitled link definitely works, bro. Sometimes they don't, but for the most part, I would say like 85 to 90% of the time, on the Untitled links work. Sometimes they just don't play for some reason. All right. Yeah, I love Coke Call, bro. I'm glad you know about him too, RM Bid. Well, nice bid. I'm just gonna call you Bid, bro. JR Specs, big thumbs up. I'm sorry. Sometimes it's like, I look at a username and I'm like, I'm gonna just read this username. And then I come up with my own little nicknames for you guys. Neely says, this is crazy. Macism, thank you for a year. Nah, this is smooth as fuck, bro. If you don't know about Coke Call and you're here in New York, well, one, JR. Low key, like, you as a producer, JR, I think you should send some beats to Coke. I'm just saying. I've heard your production, and especially that shit that you do that's like, kind of like up-tempo, like funky K-Tronarda type shit. You gotta send some stuff to Carl. I think you guys will make something crazy together. And you're both in Brooklyn too. I'm just saying, this is what we do here. Oh, that's what you, okay, fuck yeah. All right, Carl, stick around. JR's got something that you might like. So, you know what I love about this? Is that in contrast to like the kind of the pitched up vocal that everybody is doing right now in R&B, just, I mean, like, it's not that anybody did it first or did it better, but like Forbats did it, Isaiah Paul's doing it. There's a bunch of people popping up with the same type of sound. I'd love that this is like a natural baritone that kind of comes up into a high register throughout, but like you've got that depth in the tone and in the range that's just real smooth. This is Coke Carl, at Coke Carl on Instagram. This is sick, bro. I like this. I do think this is maybe one of my favorite songs that I've heard of yours. I know we've listened to a lot. Like, it's been a long time you sending stuff in. But this is a standout for me, for sure. I think it's just the combination of the production and like all of it feels very polished. I mean, mix obviously still needs to get done. But I think from a songwriting perspective, this feels like maybe the most polished thing you've sent in. Neely says fire. Definitely let us know what you think in the chat. Vocal timbre is crazy. Tamba, right? Coke never disappoints. Yeah, we got free bumps at the end of the chat. We got free bumps at the end of the stream too, Bid. So, you know, between the free bumps and Coke never disappointing, I think we've got a weird dynamic happening in the chat recently. No pun intended. None. Such a late night vibe. It's definitely a late night vibe. I think so. If you like this song from him, you will absolutely like his released music too. Like the last project he put out was actually sick. This is not out, but we're just gonna let the beat ride, dude, because the beat is nice too. Who made this beat? Rebrand. Yeah, this is now the Coke stream. But hey, we do have free bumps. Sponsored by Coca-Cola. Foliage Man, thank you. We'll get you bumped up into that priority queue as well. I'm dead. That is actually hilarious. You guys are too funny. What have you guys been working on this week? What have you been doing? My boy Sahara. Shout out to Sahara Beats. I think Giuseppe is Holocene. I don't know if he have not the Coke House. Oh no. The Best by Holocene. I think this is right. Frank Wayne, yeah, you can definitely submit a song if you want. Here's the link in the chat. Coke original formula. Stop it. You gotta stop. We're gonna get terms of service. I'm glad I remembered, bro. This is kind of crazy too. Let us know what you think in the chat. Holocene is a producer for the most part. You know what the C in DMC stands for? Coke? Stop it, guys. The vocal chop is a splice loop. I love that loop and I cannot express it enough. I'm dead. Ruben, what's going on, bro? I will say rhythmically is maybe a little confusing for my ear. I'm trying to like really catch the bounce, and there's something that's throwing me off in the production. And maybe it was the vocal with the production. This is true. Check the Rhyme is always looking for music to playlist. Just in case you guys are wondering who I'm talking about. He's in here. Check the Rhyme. Boom. He also does weekly roundups and playlists. And just supports independent artists because he likes to. No. That's cool. You can definitely plug you, bro. I'm happy to plug you. You're always in here doing good work. Prez, what's good, man? Welcome back. Happy Thursday. What's crazy is actually, I think I've caught the vibe in the production. There's definitely a solid niche for this, I would agree. I feel like I've caught the bounce in the production on this one throughout. Maybe more so in the second half than in the first half, and that might be more about the vocal. Yeah, check his Twitter too. He is one of them ones. Just go follow him everywhere. I could see this working for Sync. The vocal mix is a little raw still. An intense visual would help sell this. I think there's a space for it. I do think the things that could improve are definitely maybe just a little bit more balance in the mix itself. And then I think it's more the vocal than the production. The production was kind of nice, especially those moments where the vocal did drop out fully, and it was kind of that like percussive loop with the voices, kind of the chatter happening over top. Like I actually really liked those moments. I feel like if I was a music supervisor and I was going to clip something to use in like a commercial or something like that, that moment right there would be it, when it was kind of like the more like, I don't even know how to describe it, but like it just felt like organic drums and the speech in the background happening all at once. Like that section right there was really, really nice. Production by Sam on Instagram, if you're rocking with that one. We got Macism up next, followed by Neely and Joe Marte. Again, if you do subscribe or gift to sub at any point, you will get bumped up into the priority queue, which is what we're going to do for Violet Shades right now. That is guaranteed you'll get played on stream today. After we get through 5 of those priority subscriber submissions, we're going to do a random spinning wheel selection of some of these other submissions in the form as well, and we'll bump somebody up for free. And that's a new thing we've picked up, but I kind of like it, so we're going to keep doing it. This is my house, so I can do what I want. Macism, what you say? Let us know what you think in the chat. DMV born but raised in North Carolina. That's how we found Sammy Atlas. It's true. That is how we found Sammy Atlas. And it was nice. Yeah, it's nice. I like to bump people up for free. You know what I mean? It's just people wanted a paid skip. We used to not do paid skip at all, and then people were like, we need it. I like this. Mac, this is probably my favorite song I've heard from you. I like the guitars in there. I think the vocals sound really good on this. I like the stacks. Let us know what you think in the chat, but this one hits for me. I think this sounds really good, dude. I do love this direction for you. I think this is such a nice space for you to be in. This is not my bag, but this is well made. Nice production chops. He says, see a lot of streams do the same concept, but the free one is nice. Yeah, I mean, the last 30 minutes is also free bumps. I like to have this space to make for people who are just here. It's like, you give me a time. I appreciate you giving me a time in the first place. I want to do something back. This is different, very anthemic. You gotta try and get this to the Panthers, bro. This is like some good like NFL like hype music. Oh, you put me in a spiral. I see it. You gotta try and get this to the Panthers if you're in North Carolina still. I can just see it. I can see it in the montage. Yeah, I was really hoping it was gonna drop back in there. We're gonna get a beat switch? I do like a beat switch when it's done well. I got foliage too. Mac.ism on Instagram if you're liking this one. Make sure you go follow. Energy's on point, says Neely. No, this is really cool. This is definitely my favorite song we've heard from you. This one hit. And I'm glad to see you doing the content shit too, man. That's important. That's important. And it's working. Look at that, man. Look at that. That interaction is up. You got some videos doing pretty well. Beautiful, bro. Keep going. Lan, you can absolutely send something. Everybody can submit that music. I love the elements. Me too. This one's good all around. I like that it feels kind of punk too. You know what I mean? There's something about it that's just like, I don't know, it's got energy. It's got pizzazz. It's got attitude. I just went viral on TikTok this week. I fucking know, bro, because I follow you on socials. So I've been keeping tracks with all you guys. And I'm not gonna lie, like it really is like the content thing. I just had this conversation with my own artist yesterday on the phone. Like it's not, I know it's not the most fun thing to do, right? Like if you're an artist and you want to just think about making music, it's not the most fun thing to do to be like, I got to make content. I got to come up with cool content. I got to put myself on camera if I'm not comfortable doing it. But at the same time, if you're not promoting your music, then no one's ever going to hear it. And all that time and love and care and effort that you put into creating in the first place, it's just like kind of wasted effort. You know what I mean? Like you just have to do it. It's just a part of the job now, and you kind of just got to accept it. If you want to do this in the first place, you just got to do it, man. Tyler did say it best. That interview where Tyler talked about it and was like, yo, like if you're not pushing your shit, like why should anybody care? That's literally true though. Like think about how many people make art in the world, right? Like if you don't promote your own art, why should anybody care? Like if you don't care enough to put it in front of them and push it in front of them and keep pushing it in front of them, then why should they care? Just because it's old, you don't need... Yeah, exactly. Just because it's old. That's the other thing. Don't abandon music, bro. Like it's not just you just put it out, it's done. Like there's always new ways to bring that back and to highlight it and like talk about like, you know, anniversaries, 1 year, 5 year, like 6 months, whatever it is. There's always ways to bring shine back to music, different versions, alternate versions, acoustic performances, performance videos. Like there's just stuff that you can do. So don't just give up on the music. Mac.ism was the Instagram for that last one. We're gonna play Foliage in like 2-3 songs, so I'll pull it up in a second. We're gonna do a free one after this though. This is an Afrobeat dancehall type vibe from Neely. Let us know what you think in the chat. Exactly, if you're independent, no one knows the shit is old. I can see you come this way. This is not out yet. But I do like you on this more melodic shit. I know this for a fact. I can see you come this way. This time got my mind on a replay. I want more my mind in a display. I can't even deny in my regret. Yeah. And ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah. Tell me how that's sick, bro. Congratulations to you, Foliage. That's definitely a big accomplishment, bro. Come this way, you can bop this way, wind this way. We got time today. We all love the spinning wheel. I think I like. Come Mr. DJ on the replay. On the replay, I actually like this. To be fair, I think I do have a bit of a soft spot for dancehall just generally. I've always been a big dancehall fan. And there is something just about the accent that I think just like hits for me every time. Forever Music rates it, and they make great Afro pop, Afro like dancehall. Anyone who's submitted who hasn't subscribed is on the wheel. That's just straight up like if you've submitted and you haven't subscribed already, that's what we're gonna do for the free bumps. Every 5 priority submissions, we'll do 1 free bump, and then at the end we'll do more of like a queue of free bumps. So this is just like every 5. I wanted to add it in as like an extra thing through the stream, so we could just get some other artists in there as well. Because there's been a lot of streams where I couldn't do the free bumps, and then I felt bad. So this way we can still do at least a couple of them, even if we don't have like a full 30 minutes at the end. Landon, we're gonna bump you up right now. Thank you for the sub. LOL Neely _ on Instagram. I mean, I do think this is kind of the right direction for you. Like musically, like every time I hear something that is more melodic from you, that is kind of in this like almost R&B hip hop combo, like with a little dancehall, a little Afro in it. Like for me, this does feel like the sweet spot just for your voice. So that like this plus like you get like a strategic feature on something, you know what I mean? Like I feel like that's kind of a cheat code. Foliage Man says this is 5 for sure. Forever says vibey. Yeah, that's a fact. We all working on everybody. You gotta put the work in. That's the thing. You can get there if you just are consistent. You know what I mean? Like I think it's really the only thing we see move the needle like that. You know what I mean? Like you can't pay for an audience or a following. Like you can buy views and likes and clicks, but you can't pay for like an engaged audience. The only way you can do that is to be consistent and to make content and to like push yourself out there and promote. And that is how you build audience and a fan base. And there's just really no like way around that. LOL Neely _ on Instagram. Very good. That was display. Definitely feel like you're finding that pocket, bro. You're really starting to get into that like that space where it just feels right. You know what I'm saying? I just got a camera for my clothing brand, so I'll try something. There you go. Who's getting bumped for free? Oh, Chase Murphy. It looks like it's your lucky day. Lucky day, Chase Murphy. You said you were in here too. We got a music video from Chase. This one's Race featuring Nestle. Let us know what you think in the chat. I haven't heard the name Nestle in a while.
It's icy.
I'm gonna give it a thumbs up though.
Golden.
This is a pretty...
So I ride around with that, letting go of that. Bank account going bing, the pistol be going.
Lucky me, let's go. Let's go, Chase.
Right.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
Facts, you just gotta be authentic for sure. This is pretty good, bro. This has got a nice bounce to it. Where are you from?
Keep the pace up, free, I'll turn the bass up. I can see you hating, fix your face up.
These damn spinny wheel submissions of heat. This is why we do the free bumps, man. It's nice. Neely just said she bad in the chat. You're hilarious, bro. Ridiculous. I self-direct and edit all my own videos. Oh shit! And you're from Boston? Love that. We've definitely got a little pocket artist from Boston in here. Bulla says you look like Erling Haaland. I see it a little bit. I could see a little bit. I like the hook on this one a lot. The hook is very good. JR says video clean as fuck, Chase. God damn. The video is clean as fuck. You did a great job on the edit, honestly. I swear people be reaching for this. It's not that close. It's just the hair. Crybaby said, nah, Holland was my first thought. I'm dead, bro. Look at Nestle, bro. Look at the confidence. Hook is very fire. I agree with Stone Cold Triller. I gotta go save this one on the playlist too. The hook is hard, bro. Bank account going bing. Did your job editing this video, said Nayla. You gonna pitch this for content repurpose on Kayvan's house? That's a legend for those who know. He is, honestly. He's been around. He's been doing this for a while. SoundCloud legend. Very good, man. Very good. All right. I got to do two things. One, I need to go save this song. What was it called? Race? Is this out? Yes, it is. Playlist and that. We're going to save that there. Next thing we're going to do. Chase Chowder on Instagram. Go follow. That was very good. Great job. I got a question. When it comes to content, if you're small artist on a small budget, should the focus be trying to save up as much one high quality visual as make as much as you can? Make as much for free as best as you can. I think telling the story also is very important. I'm dead, bro. Go to the video on YouTube and find out for yourself. I'm not about to look that up, Neely. You're gonna have to do some detective work on your own to figure that one out. Yeah, you just got to do it yourself, man. You got to figure it out. Like, that's it. Like, I can't. If you give yourself excuses, there'll always be excuses. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's just one of those things where, like, you're like, if the budget is always the thing in the way, it'll always be in the way. There'll always be something in the way. You know what I mean? So I think at a certain point, you just have to figure out, like, all right, what can I do with what I've got? How do I get the best out of what I have at my disposal? That's really that's the goal. You know what I mean? Like, that's the game that we're playing, is like, how do we get the best out of what we have in front of us and what we have access to? You know what I mean? If that's going to some kid who's in school who can rent equipment for mad cheap and getting them to rent the equipment for you, that's also not that crazy of a thing either. All right, next up we got 90s by Joe Marte. Back into the priority subscriber submissions for a little bit. I could rant about making the best of what you have like all day, bro. Hey, go on Facebook Marketplace, get some shit on the cheap. This is from Joe Marte's We Almost There album. Not gonna lie, it's every song so far that we've listened to I have saved. It's been a really good vibe, bro. This is a good album. Well done. It's really cohesive sound-wise. Like, the beats make sense together, the songs make sense together. A lot of different types of vibes, but it all fits. I don't know. I've enjoyed this album. Jay Cortez, what's going on, bro? Welcome in. Happy Thursday. You guys watch me just click around that and not be able to click the right thing for like a minute though.
Pretty brown skin like my wish.
J0 Morte, J0 underscore Morte on Instagram.
No phones in our hands, we just wanna have fun and see what tonight brings.
He's got a real nostalgic feel. Nivea's back in the chat. What up, bro? Yeah, I mean, it's knowing what to invest in. You know what I mean? I think that's the other thing too. Is like test things. You know what I mean? You have a social media audience that you can test things in front of and see what people gravitate towards. If you know something's gonna work already and you have a bit of money you can put behind it, that's never a bad thing. Like a budget will help you get things further. But motherfuckers are paying for them, foliage. I hate to burst the bubble, bro. Unless like you're a big celebrity, right, and like you've gotten it. Like sometimes distributors can apply for it for you, but I think for the most part, motherfuckers have been paying for them. That's what I see. Hey, the crackhead down the street says Nivea.
I wanna take you back to them days where it feel like we in the 90s.
Getting to a meta rep is probably the best thing you can do. Is like finding someone who works at Instagram and trying to talk to them. But ask your distributor; they might be able to help with that. Don't pay someone to do it for you. Hey, hey. Very good, man. Definitely has a West Coast blast type feel, which is crazy because he's from the East Coast, like up near New York. J0 underscore Morte on Instagram. That one's called 90s. It's from his album We Almost There, which we have enjoyed the other songs. Need It, Loopy, Safe, OMB, and We Almost There as well. They've all been quite good so far. JR Specs up next. Coke Carl, I know you're still in the chat, so this is the guy. This is the guy I want you to connect with. This is the guy I want you to work with. Also based in Brooklyn. How can I get you to give me feedback on my music? Well, you can submit this way first, and then if you want to skip the queue and get bumped up into this priority queue on the left, boom. Yeah, he is. He's from the East Coast, which is cool. I think lyrically you hear it though, like when he does the more like rap heavy stuff. Like I feel like we already hear it. Cherry the VA Kid. What's your artist name? Let me know in the chat really quickly. I want to make sure we get you in the priority queue as well. Thank you for the sub. I don't know if I see you in the queue yet, so make sure you submit in the submission form if you have not done so yet. All right, this is Chain Link by JR Specs featuring Ken Rose, self-produced. I met this dude because I met his manager Garrett at a show, and we just got to talking. And then I tweeted that I was looking for people to play soccer, and his manager was like, he plays soccer. So then we got to know each other. He just came and played soccer with me for like a year, and we got to know each other. I fuck with this dude. He's great, man. But his music is also fire. I really mean that. JR's Puppet IG series, he's going crazy. I remember him telling me about the rollout, and I was like, that's sick, dude. Yeah, bro, this is great. You play the bass on this, too? Oh, criminal when not following JR Specs on Instagram yet. At JR Specs. Also really killing it on the content side of things. This whole series is going. This song drops on Sunday from his album Night School, which is coming up soon. JR Specs roll out busting stupidly right now, I agree. This is it though, you just gotta plan, you gotta execute, man. Dude is working with what he's got. Making beats on stream, making songs on stream. I put the work in. I'm just saying. We love JR Specs around here, man. At JR Specs, go follow. I like this song a lot, bro. Nate Porter did the bass. My only note, bro, I know you can't do anything about this now, is maybe just that the bass is a little too present in the mix. Just a tiny bit. But I think it's so good that it really does. It's like not that huge of a deal. I think just like to my ear, the bass stands out maybe a little bit more than it needs to. But it's a nice bass line, so it all feels really good. Vocals sound great though. I love to hear you sing like this on songs too. It feels very like my childhood. And the car sounds great. Fire. Could definitely fit on a FIFA game. It's probably gonna go on the songs to kick about to playlist. Great verse from Kinrose here as well. Where it says parked. You could be driving and listening to this. Maybe not in the chat, but yeah, you guys killed this one, man. Great job. I'm gonna save this in my library just cause. Why? Just I want to listen to it again. Definitely messed with the bass level, turned it up and down about 400 times. That is the process. No, there's little sounds in the production that remind me of like the 90s. It's little details of this, but it's really well done, bro. Arrangement on this is fantastic. I love the way it moves. I love this melodic hook also. Great job on this like little melodic hook in there. 10 out of 10, bro. Fucking well done. Well done. I'm so glad we met the way we met too. Like just it makes the fact that your music is actually good so much better. Just because it wasn't that first, you know what I mean? Like sometimes when I meet artists, it's like, oh, it's just music first, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But it is nice when I get to meet people and just get to know them as people first. And like we just have like shit that like we do that's not music, and then I find out that you do cool stuff that I just also can support and like. So yeah, great job, man. At JO Specs should put a big smile on my face. And Coke Call, you got to work with him. I tell you, you got actually only because I know. One second. Only because I know that I've heard something on his stream that you'll be like, oh shit. From a production standpoint, I have to play it. Not this one. Though it is good as well. This kind of shit, bro. Like I could see Carl and you doing some crazy like. Yeah, the socket thing was elite, bro. It's such a good way to meet somebody and just get to know them a little bit. But this kind of shit, Carl, is kind of what I was thinking. Is like you guys would make something crazy in this space. With his voice and that type of production style, I'm just saying, that's it. That was my thought process. All right, we got Foliage the other day up next. Shout out to Foliage. Congratulations on going viral on TikTok. I literally just did a time trial challenge. Love that. There's a lot of those. Make sure you go follow JO Specs on Instagram. Did you just make... No, this is 5 years ago this video's from. That's crazy that this is from 5 years ago. Your music really gives 80s vibes, but so does this music video. This one just crossed 1 million on Spotify. Congratulations. Calm Uncut Gem scene in the back. Hey man, of course. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sharing your music with us. This is cool. Sounds like Gorilla Plastic Beach by the Gorillas. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the socials in a second too, just in case you haven't found out. I felt like Wham and Boy Pablo invaded my ears. It is a pretty cool combo of both. This video feels like something from the 80s. Stylistically, this feels very 80s coded. I like it. You produce everything yourself too, right? Oh my god, you put this out on cassette tape too? Wow. Good for you. Produce and play everything. The slow zoom, the slow pans, and the slow zooms are just the icing on the cake in this video. It was on vinyl and cassette and all. Long sold out. Fucking beautiful, man. I mean, this shit definitely end up in a movie. You need to like submit to the A24 somehow and get in some sort of an A24 film. It feels like the perfect soundtrack to an A24 film. Check there and says that's impressive playing all the instruments. Violet Shade says I like this. Engineered it all too. Well, you've already like stylistically got down the space that you're in. Because it doesn't feel like someone trying to imitate something from the 80s. It feels like the 80s all the way through. And this is 5 years away. 5 years ago.
recordings just got
I
better.
love it. I'm a fan. I like that. I can just imagine some 7-year-olds bumping their heads to this. Facts. That's what I mean. It probably remind them of their childhood, maybe not their childhood, but of the younger days, kicking about outside, riding around with a cassette in the car, car phones popping up for the first time. They were probably doing coke, if we're being honest. To that. Foliage_man. Back in my day type beat, 100%. Foliage_man on Instagram. Make sure you go follow. The music has continued to be good. I know that's 5 years old, but I really like the new stuff that we've heard also, so go check it out. Violet Shades, you're up next. Been making music since September 2021. That's not that long. Used to make EDM, but now I make ambient, experimental, electronic. All right, let's see.
Jim was
Ambient,
at the laundromat.
experimental are two things that I struggle with, but we're going to listen, and if I do have feedback, I will let you know. Randy Ray, welcome in. The ad? Yeah, fuck those ads, bro. They're not paying me for that. Try to make this one go viral next. Sick. That's great. Matt Davis, welcome in, man. How do you know Randy? When'd you guys meet each other? Are you real life friends? Are you real life friends? For those of you who knew him, Randy is like probably our oldest community member. But I fuck with him for being here and being in the digital world with us. He also makes music, so maybe you'll hear some at some point. But how do you know, Matt? How do you know each other? I want to know. All right, let us know what you think in the chat. This is Violet Shades with Mirrors. Porter Robinson inspired. We play music together. We're in my studio now. Shout out to you guys at the studio. I hope you're having fun in there. Being in the studio is my favorite place to be. Second favorite place to be. First place is in bed. With the wife. I like being in bed, chilling. Studio is second. Okay, Cortez says I'm floating. This is pretty solid, actually. Sound design-wise, I do like this. Len says I definitely roll a bunch of this. It's soothing, to be honest. Nah. We've been watching Lost, and that's a nice, relaxing, safe place to be at, bro. You know what I mean? If you want to submit, make sure you do it in this Google form right here, right? Chase, have a good night. Where are you? Where are you that it's midnight? Are you in the UK right now? Are you from the UK? I should have asked you that. Yeah, UK again. Gratata. I like this one. I like the aesthetic of it. I like the sound design. I wasn't sure at this part whether I was going to be as into it, but I think the way it developed through pulled me back in. I low-key could hear that being in like some sort of an anime or like, you know, like either a series or a game, like one of those like Automata like type games. Or probably in Reykjavik. He might be. He'd be out there. Actually, he's at Man City. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Violet Shades Official on Instagram. Follow if you were rocking with that one. You need to stop that. Definitely anime vibes. Reminds me of Arca too. Yeah, that's where I could hear something like that for sure. But it creates kind of like a nice ambient space. He moved to Iceland for a bit. Oh shit, that's crazy. Reminds me of Arca, one of my favorite prods. All right, this is Crybaby for you. Crybaby also out of Brooklyn, a producer that I do fuck with too. But I've been chopping up some of your samples. I gotta send you another one. We heard this, I think, on stream already, and I loved it. Crybaby's great, bro. Send some of those beats back. I gotta finish them. This has got that real nice driving force in the kick and sub. This feels like something you would hear at a festival, like big festival type shit. You know what I mean? Like, and the opening song for someone's set, like big DJ set, maybe drops into like a really, really big drop. But Weekend Vibe says Nivea. Cherry the Kid. Cherry the VA Kid, thanks for the follow. What's your artist name, Cherry? I want to make sure we get you in the priority queue. Caro Tile, thank you. Corsarian? Is that right, Caro? Very Tame Impala. This would be really sick live. That's the only thing I keep thinking. This would be fire if someone's opening DJ set. 100%. It's got that like really like cinematic build in it. Drums all feel really nice too, like that big like reverby drum. It's vaporwave. It's playing in the background of the scene in John Wick 2 where he walks through the festival. And like the Italian festival thing. Stone Cold Trill, this is Sade vibes. Travis and John Wick 2 would go crazy. You should make some content. Clip some John Wick. Clip some John Wick and then put your music on top. Thanks, Nivea. This is solid. Not much to fold there. No, honestly, I think the mix... I love this song, by the way. This is Sparkles by Crybaby. It made the best of playlist last year as well. But yeah, no, Crybaby, I've been really quite impressed by. A great producer. But the art, like his own like music, like outside of being a great producer, is like just super well balanced. It's like really tastefully done. There's just a lot of things that I like about it. And it's not been any misses for me yet. Crybaby Music on Instagram. Make sure you go follow. Definitely a really special artist. Let's do another free bump from the spinny wheel. Who's it gonna be? Oh. I'm gonna remove that and spin it again because he submitted twice. That's unfair. That's gonna be the rule too now. If you've submitted twice in here and I catch it, we're gonna spin it twice. Williamsburg Pizza. I hope he does content for them. Oh. Excuse me. Put me on. Hook me up. Spinny wheel music is lit. Wait, who was it? Jacob Story. You're getting bumped up for free. Jacob Story, come on down. I still need to know, Cherry the VA Kid, what your artist name is. All right, well now you can't give me any because everyone's asking for it. Jacob Story, intentions. Let us know what you think in the chat. Cherry the VA Kid, please submit in the Google form. I want to bump you up, and I can't. Okay, Jacob. Okay, Jacob. This is pretty solid. Oh, perfect. Name is Shan. Thank you. If the chat's not working, sometimes that shit just doesn't work, so sorry if that's what's going on right now. Did I not get you, bro? Oh, shit. My bad. That's my fault. That's my fault. Where is it? Made me feel that my intentions landed, but you took me off for granted. Guess I couldn't understand it. You and me would never get it. I just can't forget your name. Sometimes I wish that you would feel the same. Maybe I should sip on something. I mean, this is really solid, honestly. I can't refold this either. I don't know if I have too much feedback either. If you're with us on Instagram, come join us on Twitch because that's where all the fun stuff's going on. Christopher, yeah, absolutely. That's right. I think we're in order now. Yes. Alright, let's see what's up with Jacob's story, man. Bell, what's going on? Happy Friday morning. What do you got going on today? Happy New Music Friday. I'm Jacob's story on Instagram. I'm following because I think this is pretty solid. Ah, BK, I'm sorry, man. I don't know what to tell you. Prez Harris says this is hard. This is definitely a good find for sure. I love this. I love this you. I'm trying to think if it reminds me of, but I'm not really sure. Amazon Prime stuff goes hard, yeah, but it never works for some reason. Sun Sensei says this is fire. I don't really know much about Jacob's story. There's nothing in his bio. Maybe Australian? Gotta be, right? My Bell, what do you know? What do you know about? What do you know about Jacob's story? Anything? Might not be up yet, but he's pretty good. Definitely a fire song. It's gorgeous. The you. That's a nice melody. Production's really great too. Looks like he co-produced it also. Clean and smooth. Yeah, a real easy listen. Short and sweet. Saved it. Saved it. Let's remove him from the spinny wheel and keep moving back into these priority subscribers. We got another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll do another free one. This is Landon Thomas up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. As always, we want to know what songs you think. Send us up with a song and music video link. Perfect.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message.
Sounds good. I mean, he must be. I don't know if he's Australian or not, but all of his listeners are there, so.
You still coming on a low. Try to end it, then we end up fucking on the floor.
There's still a bit of a weird frequency in the vocal, I think, on the EQ on this one. It's just right. It's a frequency right where the plosives are in your voice. That's the only thing that I hear in the mix that can maybe improve for me. It also maybe has like kind of a metallic feeling to it. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if there's a flange. Nivea says we're proper analyzing. Please proper analyze. We want your feedback in the chat for sure. Vocal overpowering the beat a bit. That's fair. I like the songwriting on this. I like the melody. I like the actual lyrics.
We don't kiss and tell, no, no, no. I can't help myself. I can't help the fact I need you.
It's just, for me, it's just the mix that I think could probably improve the most. Love horror for the streams, investigative journalism. Like, what do we really know about Jacob's story? I'm dead. I would maybe just put, you've got to have something in here vocally, I think, to kind of tie these two pieces together. Even if it is ad-libs, even if it is something like you speaking or like just a little moment, I feel like when you drop vocals out completely and have like a 30-second gap like this, it's easy to lose people's attention. So I think that's another thing that I would probably do is figure out how to fill up some of this space with your own vocal as well. Or shorten that transition. Oh, it's definitely a rough. Okay. Melodies are good though. Melodies are real good. More self-effects was in the beginning. Bring something like that back. Low key, I don't know if Jay Cortez is mixing other people's music right now, but low key would maybe tell you to send it his way and see if he can mix this for you. Because I think he might nail your voice, bro. I feel like he can really get your voice dialed in. Kenny says this is dope. I think the songwriting is really good. That gap in the middle could be a little bit shorter. You can see it in sound waves for sure. The idea is cool though. Yeah, we do. We're live on Twitch though, so hit the link in my bio to submit if you want to submit for free, and then come join us on Twitch if you want to take part in the chat. Sorry, all my attention's here, but I just leave this on so people can hop in if they see it. Love the actual singing parts. Like your singing, your melodies, runs, like layering, like all those parts are really great. I think it is just the mix. Once you can dial the mix in, though, I feel like it's really just going to elevate the sound of everything. One thing I would keep in mind and think about, though, is just that frequency where all your plosives seem to be at, which is like S's, P's, like that kind of stuff, right? But I think you can EQ that out. I feel like you can EQ that out of the voice, and it's going to be really clear and still punch through in a really nice way. At Land from PA on Instagram. The music is good, though, bro. We got Shan up next, produced by Sun Sensei from Hampton, Virginia. I love music from Virginia, historically. So this is Daydreaming again by Shan. Let us know what you think. R&B from Virginia is like almost like perfect every time. I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but I can name many artists from Virginia in the R&B space who I am a big fan of. So my bell says love Shan. Look at that. It is something in the that's what they say. They do say that it's something in the water. Now this is great. Master could be a bit louder overall. That's really my only note. Really, really good vibe though. At Shan Official on Instagram if you want to follow. Make sure you go follow. Hey man, thank you for watching from work. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you. Oh. Oh, the drumline drums come in on the hook. Love that snare kind of like lead rhythm. Okay, the switch up into this bounce is more like Afro leaning bounce in the second part. Is really good. I love the way this develops over time. I think vocal could maybe come up in the mix just a tiny bit. I think just with those kicks and everything, like percussion is great. The beat sounds and feels really good, but I do think the vocal could come up a little bit. And that's it. I think vocal and master, if we get a little bit more loudness on both those things, like it's really good. I love the arrangement of this. It's just cool. Really, really unique. It stands out. Especially in the R&B space too. It's like to hear a house beat on a remix for this. Yeah, I could definitely hear that. You could also do a whole Afrobeat version of it, like get an Afrobeats artist on there, you know what I mean? Like, I think there's so many options because of how diverse the production is throughout, like the ways it changes. Like, you could lean into any one of those pockets, double down on it, make a version of it that kind of like fits that fully, and still come out with a really, really cool remix. But I like what it is. Like, I don't even know that it needs that necessarily. At Shan Official on Instagram, really, really great. I'm a piano I could definitely hit. That's probably the easiest one to do, and probably the one that I would be like, yeah, you should do that. Got some bounce to it. It definitely had some bounce to it. All right, we got Nivea up next. Nivea is a producer that we have in our community who's out of the UK. I'm a big fan of his work, honestly. I think he's a really, really great, diverse producer. Does a lot of different types of styles really well. I don't know if this is going to be a medley, but sometimes he sends in beat medleys for us instead of sending in just individual or full tracks that he's produced on. But for me, I love when he sends these beat medleys in. I think it's just a cool way for a producer to really showcase the different styles they can make. 4 beats, each took an hour, so there you go. So let us know what you think. Like I said, Nivea based out of London right now in the UK. Definitely hit him up if you're looking for beats. I think he's a very talented producer who's being extremely slept on in the UK right now. But it's just a matter of time. I'm a Piano's the next singles vibe. Fire. Let us know what you think in the chat too. If you have feedback, we're always trying to hear this feedback from you. I would maybe say I'm not crazy about the EQ on the sax, or maybe the reverb on the sax on this one. I like the saxophone being in there, but I don't know if I love the tone of it in the mix. Maybe not all the way throughout, but... Alright, beat 2, let's see what's good. Oh, this is like some Drake, like 2000 and fucking... This is like Drake 2014, 2015 era, when The Weeknd's writing all of the hooks, and everything's super sad and like introspective, and he's talking about how his heart's just like fully broken. I like this one a lot. That kind of Drake flow. Care package Drake for sure. Drake and Weeknd era and Drake and Party Next Door era. Exactly. Right in that pocket, bro. that Drake flow. That era of Drake. I'm dead. Alright, this one feels like it's a drill song already. This one's got the gun fingers out.
Olivia, is that you?
I don't have my heart so right. Oh, I don't have my life
like Michael. I wanna come through, fight you. I'm gonna write you. My mom said no 15 with her, like I said no 15 with her. I'm 15 with her. I'm no 15 with her. I wrote 15 deep. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. We ride like cool. Oh my God, that's on my I don't like those eyes. I don't like those eyes. Yeah, definitely just some straight grime shit. I like this one a lot. This is probably my favorite of the three so far, just because of the energy. What do we got for the last one? Nivea, bro. Crazy. Alright. And then, this is what I say when he's like a literal diverse producer who can make anything. We just hopped into I'm a Piano, Afrobeat. I'm not gonna do anything on this one, but I like this one too. I think the sax fits better on this one than the first one. Oh my God, bro. This one's fire, says B Cave. This one's crazy. Playing the scrap verses for somebody. I do it for myself. I can't write anymore, but I can do scrap verses. I do scrap verses for days. This one's got such a nice bounce to it, bro. I love the melodies on this too. I mean, oof, top tier, top tier. Love his production work. _ by Nivea on Instagram. He works out, he makes beats. That's what he does. Those are his hobbies. Is that sensual sax VST? Yeah, great question. Is it sensual sax VST? Let us know in the chat. Illusion Hills and Bray up next. This one's a new release from Illusion Hills. And our boy Bray. Shout out to both. You know, shout out to Freddie Fine, who manages Illusion Hills too. Just a great guy. You know what I mean? Like all around, everybody involved in this one, I just fuck with on a personal level and a musical level. So this is outside of my reach. I'm just gonna go ahead and save it. I already know I've heard it, so. A Kenny G flip would be crazy. Some lady on Fiverr. I love that. Fiverr is a good thing to use too. At Illusion Hills on Instagram if you like this one. I do think Illusion Hills is one of like the most exciting alt pop kind of like groups that I've heard. There is just something really, really nice about it all. And at Brayden, obviously, you guys have heard him in here, you've seen him in here, you've seen my work with him. Love this dude. Lost Cause is so close to hitting 1 million streams too, guys. Which will be his first million. And when I say I'm proud, I could not be more proud. Cole says, I've noticed a lot of these alt pop, hyper pop groups, kids popping up, and they've been making dope stuff. It's just cool, man. It really is. Oh, Matt Davis, don't even worry about it, man. We do this every Monday and Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if you have time, come back and hang out with us. I'm going to keep doing this. I love it.
It's hard to see your face, 'cause I know I'm not enough for you, babe.
Bray sounds really good on this kind of stuff too, Kenny. I don't know if I've said that before, but you know, like obviously, like I love him on like the UK garage, like drum and bass type stuff. But I do think like, I don't know, for me, I've always really loved his like slow and more melodic stuff too. You know, F Valentine's Day is always going to be one of my favorite songs. Reed said, this is dope. I've heard of Illusion Hills, but never really listened to them. They're coming up in the hyperpop scene. Yeah, definitely coming up, man. And for good reason, too. Like, I mean, it's just, there's something that feels really good about their music. Like, it just feels really authentic to them. And that's the really only thing, that's what we want, you know what I mean? That's what I want to listen to. I want to listen to authenticity in music. I don't want to hear somebody pretend to be something that they're not. And this just feels so pure when you listen to it. That feels like maybe a weird way to describe it, but I don't know, for me, when I feel like I get this feeling when I listen to certain artists where it's like, yo, this is pure. This isn't like some forced thing that they just like You know, they're not doing this for like the wrong reasons. Like you can just tell. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but for me, I feel like I can really tell when an artist is really about their shit and like about what they put out in the world. And this has just always felt so authentic. I think from the beginning. Same thing with Brit. Like just really like true to who these people are beyond just artists. And this is the group there. Shout out to Freddie, this boy on the right. This young man on the right. Shout out to him. This is beautiful. I love the production work on this too. Just really, really great sound design. Like all of this, like really, really, like just well placed, really thoughtful distortion. And I love the way it comes in and out. That's probably my favorite thing about hyperpop in general. But with Illusion Hills, it's something I think they do very well, just bringing that distortion in and out to give you these really delicate moments, while at the same time giving you those really high energy moments that you kind of want from hyperpop stuff. G King says production and sound is nice, well placed. Yeah, just tastefully done. Tastefully done. Alright, we got another subscriber submission coming up, and then we're gonna bump another free bump from the spinny wheel. And we're getting close to free bumps from the chat, so stick around if you want a free bump. We're gonna be giving free bumps out very shortly. And everybody is gonna get not everybody. We're gonna try and get as many songs as possible in that free bumps part of the stream. This is Lonely V3 by Corsair. If you've been here, you've heard Corsair before. Very French house inspired. Justice, Daft Punk, I would say, are definitely inspirations for this artist. Producer, let us know what you think in the chat. Generally, I've really enjoyed kind of like the overall feeling of a lot of the production work that Corsair sent in. I still think the mixes could use just a little bit of work. It's getting real close though, but overall, like I love the way this feels. Oh, socials do not work right now. Let's see if we can find them ourselves. That's what I thought. Corsair 3000 on Instagram. Yeah, big Coke party. No Coke here. No Coke here. No Coke on this stream. Just Coke Carl. Only Coke Carl. Coke Carl is the only Coke in here. Kenny says this is a vibe. Sammy says this is hard. Naylor says this is funky. It is. It's super funky. I think it's hard to make music like this, personally. It feels so good. Yeah, Coca-Cola products only. Makes me think that little dude with the dance. I know exactly what you mean. This is expert Google. This is expert Googling that we just did. Kid sunglasses dance floor meme. The first thing that I got. Oh. Was the right video, but it didn't play. This kid. Matt Davis, thanks for the follow. Reed Randolph, let me make sure I get you in this priority queue as well, bro. That's actually me, says Caro Tile. Literally fit perfectly. We go back to me still going. Wait. Damn. I have not utilized my second camera angle nearly enough. I gotta get one of those little stream boxes. What are they fucking called? What are they fucking called, guys? Literally, what are they called? Stream Deck. A Stream Deck. That's what I need to get. Your boy needs to get a Stream Deck so I can do my little second camera angle and automate it. All right. Spinny wheel. I'm giving another one away. Oh, little rock vibe on our spinny wheel this time. Who's getting bumped? July Forever. You are getting bumped up for a free bump. Free bump. Wow, I was already on that cell. That was kind of weird. All right. 2 more priority subscriber, 3 more priority subscriber submissions, and then we'll do free bumps. This is Believe It by July Forever. Let us know what you think in the chat.
it. I'm wrestling on my angels. I'm fighting
25-year-old from Washington.
She used to give me no time, now she's swallowing all my semen. I'm really out in the islands alone.
5 submissions get the bomb drop. Ah, yeah. I want a stream deck so I can do the fucking sound effects for sure. That would be a good one. Because I also want to get an I Love Bread sound clip. I do feel you. So I can do the flex bombs. I would overdo the fuck out of that though. I used to do that. July Forever on Instagram. This is pretty hard. Oh. I like this generally, so soundbite is elite, stream decks are handy. Yeah, I just want to like do some more fun stuff. Upgrading the stream is one of the things I'm trying to do this year, is just like do a little rebranding, make things look and feel right. Matt Davis, what's your artist name, man? I don't see it in the Google form. And that is where all the submissions need to go.
There won't be anything that mama can't afford. Mama, here's Louis, throw away that Michael Kors.
Oh, Lankford. Okay. It is not Matt Davis. Got you. I love the dramatic aspect of the production on this one too. Like those horns, really anything. Beats with horns will probably get me every time. There's something so epic about a good beat with horns. Would have liked to hear that beginning now come back one more time. Yeah, I don't know that we needed this, whatever this part is.
If I believe it, it could happen.
Too much mouth noise for me. Too much mouth noise for me.
If you believe it, it could come true. So as long as you could believe it in yourself, man, you can achieve whatever.
Too much swallowing. Too much chewing noise.
Music is heat, bro.
I don't know how anybody else feels about that, but for me, I don't need that shit in my ears. I'd probably cut this part out. That's it. Boy's been motherfucking picky, bro. It's a lot of mouth noise. A lot of chewing going on. A lot of swallowing going on in my ears, bro. I don't like that. July Forever on Instagram. I don't need that. Cringe of death. You guys know what I mean, though. It's a lot of... Like that kind of shit, bro. Like, I don't know, I'm good.
Criticism to heart.
Shine, visualize. Let us know what you think in the chat.
The generational scars you see, how to break through barriers. That ghetto therapy, had to stand
Foliage
out.
Man says, check the rhyme, you about to love this.
Dreams don't ever bring you clarity. We in America, where dreaming make you fall behind. When the struggle all you know could give up school for learning crimes, cause that's what's gonna make you a dime.
When did visual turn into visualizer? When everyone needed visual content to push to curators and things like that, because that's what they want to use to support. So now people don't just do videos, they'll do visualizers, so there's a video asset they can still push. That's why I use them. Produced and made this album with Christopher and Tara Leone. Pretty cool, bro, that you've actually like been producing this kind of music too. Oh, tone visualizer? I don't know, I feel like labels kind of just started calling things visualizers and then we were all like, oh, we could just call it that. I'm very much like of the mindset you can just call anything you want, anything at all, and if that's what you're calling it, then that's what it is. The only time where maybe that's not true is like single and album, right? Like a single is obviously single, album is obviously 7+ songs. EP is blurry though, because you can call it EP an album. And who's gonna tell you it's not?
Man, I ain't never going back to being broke in the mix. Came out the trenches with no heart, I show no love to a bitch. Don't get it twisted, I'm always be.
I'm not mad at this video though, to be honest.
Before your life, and that's on heaven above me. Man, I ain't never going back to being broke in the mix. Cause when you broke, all you can think about is how to get rich. That be the mission, we keep going till the mission complete. No matter if that means somebody in the bed in the street. I got angels in the sky watching over me. I think they over me.
This is pretty chill. Vocals can come up, bed lyrics on screen help, but it's not punching through. I agree on the vocals needing to be turned up a little bit in this mix. I do like the delivery style though and the vocal tone. But I would agree, production feels a bit louder than the vocal here, so the production kind of overpowers the vocal a little bit. But it is cool to hear that you've been doing stuff in the hip-hop space as well, Foliage. I don't know that I expected that. Went for a Slum Village thing. Oh, well, if there's a reference that you're trying to get to, I don't know that I can be as mad about that either. Oh, sorry, I didn't pull up the socials, though. Let's pull up the socials of everybody. Chris Tough on Instagram, if you like that, from Christopher Madrid. Ascetic Tea, and I'll put all of these in the Discord afterwards too. So if we don't get anybody like that one, I'll put them in the Discord. I just don't want to slow things down. We're moving, we're zooming. Eli Stizzy, what's going on? Left You in the Past by Reed Randolph. Let us know what you think in the chat. It was some funky shit. I liked the production. All right, we got one more priority subscriber submission, and then we're going to start bumping people up from the chat for free, which is exciting. So if you are in the chat, please don't subscribe. We're about to start bumping people up from the chat for free. It will be more rapid fire, so we'll listen to about a minute to a minute and a half of every song and try and get through as many people as possible. I'll let you know what to do after we get through this one. I like the melody on this. Maybe a somewhat predictable, like, melodic, like, progression, but kind of in the best way. I don't mean that in a bad way. It's like I kind of know where you're going with it, but in like a way that feels really comfortable when you're in it. So, not yet, Terry. I do think some of the stuff in the verses could still improve. I think some of the writing could be a little bit stronger there. I do think verses are the hardest thing to write, though. I can't do it, so I'm not sitting here saying, hey, I can write the best verses ever. But I do think you can work on the verses just a little bit more. But I also do think that the vocal delivery, the melodies are actually quite nice. Louis Vicious, if you're with us on Instagram, come hang out on Twitch, because I'm not really looking at this here. And we are about to do free bumps from the chat on Twitch, so you have to be in there to put your name in, all right? There's a link in my bio. It's free. Come hang out. I could see this sinking in like a coming-of-age, like teen movie, also like a Netflix film. It feels like it could fit for something like that for sure. Reed Randolph. 2 P's on Instagram. If you're rocking with that one, make sure you go follow. Alright, we got this one coming up from Langford. So this is how this is going to work for the free bumps. If you are here in the chat and you want to get bumped up for free, you have to be on Twitch, first and foremost, in the chat on Twitch, putting your artist name in the chat. It's first come, first serve, so put your artist name in the chat right now if you want to get bumped up. Give me a second to catch up with everybody. I won't be looking at what you're saying, but put your artist name on the chat. I'll bump people up. We'll go through as many songs as we can. Realistically, though, we're not going to get to everybody. We're just going to try and get through as many people as possible, and we're going to try and keep it to about a minute and a half for everyone so we can get more songs in, okay? So let's listen to this one from Langford. Definitely let us know what you think in the chat. Give me a second to catch up. And this is In My Bed.
Wake me when the world ends, 'cause that's where I feel we're headed, and I can live like this. Take away all my fake friends, alone up in my head again, and you're the one I miss. I'd rather be in my bed with you. I'd rather be in my bed.
Of course, Reed.
With you. I'd rather be in my bed.
I mean, I literally said this earlier in the stream, so I do like the sentiment of the song.
Rather be in my bed.
Well, 100 Fold is right here, bro. Look at that.
With you.
Some pitch correction would make the song stronger. I do agree. I think pitch correction would help in this. I like the idea. I do like the idea. I like some of the writing. I think, yeah, for me, it's the biggest thing is definitely just tuning on the vocal. This is on DSPs, yes. I like the production. I think the master could come up overall too.
I'd rather be in my bed with you. I'd rather
I actually do really like the production. I kind of like some of the background vocals too. There's some nice elements in this for sure. But I think tuning the vocal on the lead, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Honestly, because of the feeling of the song too, it's like almost like it should have it. Like, I would say a good reference for you on music like this would be a Post Malone, just as far as vocal mix goes, because I think it would elevate and make everything fit with the production just a little bit more. The Weeknd would be another good reference point, I think, if you're thinking about like, all right, what kind of mix am I trying to replicate for a vocal here? Because it almost feels like it could be a song for one of those artists. It's just the vocal mix still needs a little bit of massaging into that space, and I think tuning is a big part of that in general. Like you will hear that on both The Weeknd and on whoever the fuck else that I just said was, I forgot. literally just blacked out. Cannot remember for the life of me who else I said along with The Weeknd. Post Malone. That was it. Has some dope elements in here though. For sure, I got some dope elements in here. MattDavis.music on Instagram. If you're rocking with this one, make sure you go follow. Oh, you guys are a band too. Not My Noble Style did this with Mark Goebel beats. Sick. Make the hook a bit bigger too. It could definitely build into the hook a little bit more. You know, I think that's something that I say in here a lot. It's just like, I love a build into like kind of a climax from verse to chorus. And especially throughout a song too, like if we think about first chorus to second chorus, like for me, it's definitely about that build, and like tension and release, you know what I'm saying? All right, so free bumps now. If you are here in the chat, you're trying to get bumped up for free, put your artist name in the chat. We are bumping people up for free for the next 30 minutes, which is great. Practice some layering, definitely could do that as well. I guess in the meantime, I'll give you guys one more like little thing before. So I just put this out with one of my artists. We did this live performance video, which if you haven't seen yet, you should definitely go check out. Go follow her on Instagram. But we shot this on an iPhone. My wife shot it. We edited on CapCut. The whole thing was free. But if you are still trying to get bumped up, put your submissions in and put your artist name in the chat, and I'll get you in a second. Location is insane, agreed. This is what I'm talking about. We did this with the bare minimum, bro. Like one iPhone, a mic, one shooter. She's from Vancouver, but she lives in Nashville right now. But she literally today is flying to Seoul to live in Seoul for the next 3 months in South Korea to study abroad, which is really exciting. So. Brian Cole, I'm glad you like the song, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's still high quality. We still made it look good on an iPhone. But we work with what we've got. No stabilizer or anything. This is just like freehand. Yeah, she did a really great job on this. We have more music coming soon this year, and I'm super excited about it. All right, last call. If you're in the chat, if you want a free bump, make sure you put your artist name in the chat. Sounds like Beach Bunny. Sick. Bedroom pop vibe. Definitely bedroom pop vibe, though. I will say we've got a cool selection of different sounds coming this year as well. Shout out to the homies at Major Stage 2. We also did one of these performances for them. And a little interview that you can check out too. But if you go check her out on YouTube, she's going to be vlogging from Korea. She does all kinds of things. And I'll put a link in the chat for you guys right now. Oh, maybe not. Whoop. Go check her out. Give that some love. All right, so we're going to get into these free bumps now. Naila Savannah and Young Martyr, I know, was in here. Love James, you said. And then also, What was the last one that I missed? Nayla Savannah. All right, cool. Cool. So, we're going to get into the free bumps now. Zog, we're not doing paid skips anymore. Just put your artist name in the chat, submit your music, and we will listen to as many as we can. I think we probably will get through most of these in the next 20 minutes, especially if we're sticking to the minute to minute and half. Say, you are right. You did say that you were in here before. But if you are in the chat and you're trying to get bumped up for free, put your artist name in the chat. No. We'll get to you, Nomad. Just don't do any paid skips right now. I would rather do the free skips so that we can get it today. Because there have just been so many streams where we've not been able to do free skips at all. So, like, I like doing the free skip section. I guess if you really want to sub, you can. But I just don't want everyone to do it because then it kind of takes that time away. All right, before my eyes, B Cave. Let's start. We'll get into it anyway. We're still going to let you know what we think. Make sure you still submit your music. I still want to hear it. We'll still get feedback. We'll still pull up socials. But I want to get through as many songs as possible. So if you are here in the chat, submit in the Google form. Let us know your artist name in the chat. And we'll try and get through your song in the next 20 minutes. This has got a nice bounce to it. This actually feels a bit like Conswank, who we just highlighted on At Home with on the thing. Yeah, all the socials will go in the Discord afterwards, and I'm going to take you guys on a raid to another music community after we get done. At BCave_ on Instagram. Yeah, this one does feel like Conswank, bro. I like this. Yeah, yours did go through, bro. I see it. Oh, you sub? If you did, I'll do it, bro. You're okay. I didn't get a notification, but BCave_ on Instagram again. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with us. I just saved it for the playlist because I do like this though. I once upon a time did a whole mixtape that was Star Wars themed and related. I'm not going to tell you what it was called because then you go look for it, but when I was a rapper in a past life, there's a lot of Star Wars references in my music. A lot of anime, a lot of comic book references. Oh, okay. Then I'm going to move it back down, but I'm still going to make sure we get it. Skywalking. There was some stuff like that, bro. Trapping How to Endor Volume 2. Nah, there was a... I can't even think of a bar from it anymore. I'm so young. A man was a ute. A wild ute. Oh, we did 2 minutes. I'm sorry. I was supposed to do 1 minute. You guys gotta keep me fucking... I remember it. Yeah. I remember...
That's what life about. Hitting every goal.
No, I can't. After classic vibes. Yeah, classic. You are not the Senate. I'm not. This is not the droids you're looking for. This is more to come by Prez Harris out of Chicago. Let us know what you think in the chat. And if you are in the chat, you want to submit your music, you still can. We're bumping people up from the chat for free for the next 20 minutes. So just let me know your artist name in the chat if you have submitted and have not been bumped up for free yet. Prez, I think this space for you, the storytelling, like a little bit slower flow, you can really just get those bars off. Like this for me feels like really the sweet spot for your voice. If I showed them where I'm from, they wouldn't believe them. Moving through Toronto like the a visual is a must, says Check the Rhyme. I agree. Just released the deluxe version of his album, Hourglass, which you can check out now on all streaming platforms. And if you want to follow him, it's at President Harris on Instagram. I just want to see you outside in Chicago for a visual with this, bro. I got you, Zog. Bars are cool, but the lane's kind of saturated at this point. Bringing the song to life is how you can stand out. I agree. I do think the visual will help bring it to life, though. But this is like an outside in Chicago, snowy day almost. Honestly, snowy day. Snowy, cold Chicago day, outside, duffled down. It's at President Harris on Instagram. Guys, I'm not keeping me honest on 1 minute. That was 2 minutes as well, man. Fuck. Chicago winter vibes for sure. I see that. Selfish by Forever. You guys been going crazy sharing the big duffel vibes. Forever been going crazy, bro. Forever been going crazy on socials, posting and sharing the feedback that we gave him the other day, which I do appreciate. Thank you guys for sharing. Out of Philly, shout out to Major Stage fam. I didn't know you guys were managed by Marco, but shout out to Marco as well, bro. I fuck with Marco. I've already been fucking with Forever's music. I said this the other day, but it feels European, even though it's from Philly. And you guys do need to go to the UK, because I think the UK will fuck with you guys for sure. Zoc says, I'm near Philly. Sheesh. We are 4VR on Instagram. It's time, man. You gotta guess to take Philly out there, bro. You gotta get Philly out to the UK. Song's nice, says Iggy Pack. I saved it. It's good. I like it too. That was closest to a minute. I got it at the time. You did miss the JR review, but don't worry. Don't you worry one little bit, Garrett. VOD will be up on my YouTube channel tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time. You can catch it there. You can clip from it there. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got you guys. All right. Next up. Eli Stones with the unreleased. Let us know what you think in the chat. Iggy Pack says the song's nice. Iggy, did you have a song you wanted us to bump up to? I didn't get you if you did.
Wait.
This is Go.
Everybody settle
From
down
Eli
now.
Stones. Let us know what you think in the chat.
I heard this is what's cool these days. Yeah, let's go.
Be nice to me. This is a new sound and it's a demo. All right.
Just another love song, baby. Pulling on my heartstrings, lady, never different.
Yo, you in the... Okay, good. You're in that country rap vibe right now, huh? After it's a Go, all caps. G King, I'm gonna try and get to it, bro. I can't guarantee it. There's only one way I can guarantee you get played in stream. I said it a bunch of times, but we're gonna try and get to it. Matt Davis said I like this. I mean, I do think this would be really accessible for like a young audience. Like I could see it going crazy on like TikTok, on social, especially if you're making good content around it. But it's good, bro. No, that's fine, GK. Same here, bro. I'm just telling you how it is, man. I can't guarantee shit. There's only one guarantee I can give, but we're gonna try and get to as many as possible. This is Quiet Part by Ryan Cole Productions. You look, we are 14,000, almost 500 submissions into the stream, guys, and I guarantee we have not listened to all 14,000 songs. You could do a dance for that one for sure. Ryan, this is cool, bro. I like this a lot. Ryan Cole Productions on Instagram. This sounds really good too. Aftil said that's actually incredible. Unreal, right? And that's just since January of last year. That does not count the pandemic when I actually started streaming. Because I used to write everything down on a notebook like a dummy at the beginning of stream and try and keep track like that. This is a much better system. I really like this a lot, man. Of all the Ryan Cole songs that I've heard so far, this one's probably my favorite too. I can't wait for this to be mixed. It really stands out. Love the harmonies, love the delivery, love the production. I think the vocals sit in a really good place right now already, but Galaxy Francis with Not For Real. Excited about seeing a visual from you because I really liked the music. You're still in contention for the community playlist update that's coming up too. Whoa, bro, that production. Hard, bro. Whole rollout of Metal Gear has been fire. Everything that I've seen has been super impressive, bro.
been broke down on my hope. Nah, for real. I did the work, then I did the most.
Wait.
She said I act like I think I'm the shit now. Nah, for real. If you ever been through some shit, you know how I feel. I gave it my whole heart. Nah, for real.
He gets the secondary camera for that one.
I was for real. Came from Neptune lights. I was for real.
That's a crazy bar, bro.
Nah, for real. Black tint, black inside, black wheels. Every time
I need this on Spotify right now. I have to go find it.
What I said that I would do, cause I was for real. They do the shit for reals, I do it for real. I was in love, but it ain't for real, not for real. We ain't making love no more.
Bro, I was gonna put you in the community, like with a weekly roundup of songs from Twitch for the last song we listened to, but I'm so glad that I didn't, because this one's even harder. This is the one that's going into next week. Or I did I put you in it? Fuck, I think I did put you in it. I don't even care. Bula, you know what I'm thinking about right now. We gotta put this shit on the fucking, we gotta put this shit on the page. It's too hard. Not for real, that shit is too hard. I love it. Galaxy Francis, second single out of 10. Man, you've got me. Like, you literally have got me. I'm a fan. Galaxy Francis on Instagram. The visuals are cool, like the whole vibe is cool. The music itself is amazing. Nomad No Home Breakout, produced by Ilidio. It's either I Love You Dio or Ilidio.
I got to check out. Yeah. I wanna fly to Italy. Yeah. I wanna try the world out. No, I don't wanna try.
Okay, so this is where the hard shit's been hiding all stream.
She come out the beat and she flowing it. And my boys, they don't get controlling it. Yeah.
I like the vocal on this.
I know I'm a breakout. Don't wanna roll out, I don't gotta shake out. Got me little stupid boy, you ain't really leave me with a choice. Yeah, I got the silence for the noise. Spending money on a voice. I'm a dumb dad on a Maybach. I
think we could do a little bit more volume in the production. I think just a little bit more of that, like hard feeling. Feels like it's lacking a little bit in the mix, but I like the energy in the vocal a lot. And again, Nomad, I've said this a couple times today, but of the songs that I've heard from you, this is probably one of the standouts for me as well so far. I really like the way you're using your voice on the track. I think the mix is probably the thing that I could still hear improve, though, especially within the instrumental and that balance between the instrumental and the vocal. Want to see some aerial drone shots of this for sure. Some quick edits. A visual would really make that one go crazy as well, I think. Nomad No Home on Instagram. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with that. We got T-Mech up next, then Nimsons, then 100-fold. Looks like we're going to get to 100-fold today, bro. All right, this one's on BandLab. Hopefully it works. Which it doesn't look like it's going to right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, T-Mech. These BandLab links can be real finicky. Nope. Can't do it, bro. Can't do it, bro. Sorry, T-Mech. Let me know if you can resubmit a different way. My bad. I don't know why. I don't have an answer. Matt Piano, Nimsons. What does God pray about? That's a great question. A great question. Good old Bad Lab. I'm dead. I don't know. Nah, I ain't got time to wait, bro. Send the link in the chat if you want, but I don't have time to wait. I'll bump you back up. It's a dope title. Why does he have no socials? At Nimsons on Instagram. Yo, I really like this a lot. I do think the mix could be a little bit stronger between the vocal and the instrumental. And especially with the vocal, I do wish the vocal punched through a little bit more in this mix. But I really like the feeling of this. He does have socials. I found it. At Nimsons.
Look, it's like lactose intolerance still need the cake. She say society create like Issa Rae. Insecurities, hitting plots, and how my mind was in a box. School kids, kiss a day. Not gonna lie, I was young, left with a greasy.
He's actually going crazy, bro. No, I hella like this song too.
I can't make it up. The opposites is infinite warfare. I'm like, hey, that's tough. I
I actually really love this.
I'm over people who act like we beneath they cut. Best believe I'm
Yeah. Overcast. I hear it. He's got the same things that I really like about Overcast in his vocal and his delivery and his production choice. I literally was just thinking that as we were listening to it. I was like, damn, this guy reminds me of Overcast in all the best ways.
I didn't even got nothing to say, man. Nip Sims, man, you stolen. Oh, my mama, man, come on. Let's get it.
I know we went over time, but I enjoyed it. It wasn't too long either. That was the thing. It was like 2 minutes long. I was like, fuck it, we're going to play this one. 100-fold. You're lucky. We got to you today. He spazzed. I'm going to allow it. He did. Monkey on Rooftop. Bro, we have listened to this song 3 times on stream already. I'm not mad at it, because I've liked it every single time we've listened to it. But you can't be telling me we've been submitting it and then we haven't listened to it. We've listened to it 3 times on stream. I know this for a fact. Play the next one. Stop submitting the same one. I'm trying to be patient here, bro, but come on now. We listened to that one last week. And I literally was gassing it up too. We were in the chat. Everybody was like, this shit's hard. And I was like, it is hard. We've listened to it, but I really like this song. I let it run again, bro.
I can't stay long, even if it's someone that I love.
This is Flesh Wounds, bro. Yeah, bro. Yes, man. Yes. I like that song. Monkey on Rooftop is hard. You're okay. I'm really just fucking with you. It's fine. X100-fold on Instagram. I like this though. I was saying I like you guys. Like I like the whole vibe. Like I think like as a collective, as a group, you guys got a good like. You guys got a good little pocket of like working back and forth on shit. I like it a lot. It's hilarious though. Don't press me in the chat about playing you. You want here?
I can't pretend, friends, it ain't much time for me to spend. Less the man is spreading me too thin. I can't stay long, even if it's someone that I love.
I can prove it too. Look. Right here, bro. Look. This is Monkey on Rooftop, 14356. You were number 10 in the top 10 songs last week. The first 10 songs, man. Damn, goddamn. I like this though. I do have to stop it there, but I really like it. So make sure you let us know when it comes out by keeping it in this release calendar that I just put in the chat. Even if you know when it's coming, just put it there. I got the receipt. Bro. No one here can ever play me. I literally have 14,000 plus submissions saved on here that stretch all the way back to the beginning of 2021. And I will check. I will command F my way through this motherfucker. Young Marta was super bad. Saving this one. I like Young Marta. I don't know if Mabel is still in here. Gary Payton too. Probably played the collective whole album. Facts, bro. I really liked 50K, I really liked 50K from this artist too. But this guy goes crazy. I'm not gonna lie. His social content is unreal too. Out of Australia, Young Marta on Instagram. He kind of went crazy on social recently. But the videos have been wild, man. Got a little Baby No Money in him. So wait, Mabel, do you work with Young Marta? Because I would love to do some more with him on the Kayvan's House page. I was literally thinking that last time we listened to something. I was just like, oh, this shit's hard. Zog, was that to get bumped up? I feel like Michael Cera and look like Jonah Hill, so I called the song Superbad. That is hilarious. That is a hilarious reason to call it. Oh man, I appreciate that. I'll bump you up a couple just so we can make sure we get to you, alright? We still got a couple minutes though. Young Marta on Instagram. Working with on PR and market. Let's go. We should do something. Let's do some. I'm a Zero. Love James up next. If he's down, I mean, I would love to do At Home With. I'm trying to book like bigger artists for At Home With too. Love James. I love the music on this already. Such a whimsical start to the song.
Hello.
Made this song for the weirdos. I'm a weirdo, so.
I'm a weirdo. I like social
Did not know the song was gonna
skills,
start
yeah,
like
I'm a
that.
zero. I'm not no villain, nor am I a hero.
Yo, that was totally organic. I had no idea the song was gonna start with the line, I'm a weirdo.
Call me weirdo, and in betweener, I got an I don't care type demeanor.
I love this.
If I had the choice, I'd pick either. Not a student, nor am I a teacher. I am just a creature.
What a fun organic
I'm not a
moment that just happened,
doctor.
man.
When it comes to girls, I'm quite awkward. Like when I come too soon, I say sorry. I'll get you next time, okay? If you call me in the morning, you can leave a message, I'm snoring. My life is ironic and it's
Let's see what his,
boring. You don't want to be me, nor
YouTube is
do
looking
I
like.
want to be you. Motherfucker, I'm weird.
Don't get down like this.
Can't do what I want to do yet.
Hokey pokey, but you're shaking, twin.
Yeah, I love James. I love that, actually. That was a pretty easy save for me, I'm not gonna lie. Zog, it's been a minute, man. I'm excited. I still got Wingardium Leviosa running through my
I
head.
know that I could be a match.
This was Love James.
Of the demons
I really like that one a lot, man. I saved it. It's in the playlist now.
I can see them,
I'm
but
gonna
they
review
can't
that one again
survive.
for next week.
I just feel it upside my mind.
I'm not even kidding, bro. Wingardium Leviosa literally is so catchy still.
You couldn't handle it all.
This shit is fire too, bro. Are you in LA? You
I
alright?
should keep it up on them locked doors, locked doors, locked doors.
Philly?
Keep
Oh
it
shit.
up on them locked doors, locked doors, locked doors. Yeah, baby, please lock it
Zog
up,
official on
baby.
Instagram.
I got bitch on knee, 'cause
This shit is
I
crazy,
everything
right?
me. I got bitch on rock, cut, I get it on by. She gon' suck my cock like an anime cock. Bad do me, I done beat him on beat. I won't
Dope,
be
bro. This is
too
dope.
bleak. I'ma be how I be. I'ma read everything.
I want this drop. I'm waiting for this drop. I'm waiting for this drop.
In the motherfucking street.
Yeah, bro. I love where this goes. Like hella songs all in one, hella dynamic. I agree, man. That's been one of the things I like about Zog. Everything he's sending has been super dynamic. It moves through a bunch of different types of genres and influences, which I think is really cool. And a work in progress, yeah. Like, fucking good, bro. Very experimental, I can respect it. Me too, me too. Beat change was crazy. All right, Nearly Savannah section mix 1 up next.
Savvy checking in. Yeah.
Dynamic without being busy. Easy for a song to sound too busy over the top. I agree. It's easy for a song to get crazy. July Forever, we listened to your song today. We liked it a lot.
Always something going on in the hood. They was fighting at the car wash.
Yes.
My mama didn't want to let me come out. I was peeking from the window. She said, what it do, Tasha, what it do? They was scrapping in the alley. If they show that ass, that's how you tap it. That was from my mind, a little savvy. A couple
Yo, this is
hoes,
hard.
Punk savvy. How to fight on Wadsworth where the metal slides was, but I lit on Clovis. I was trying
Mitch
to
is sounding better on this one, too.
Learned all the hoods and all the opposed.
Nearly Savannah on Instagram. His vocal mix is sounding way cleaner.
They was bamming at the door, somebody died. My mama went outside hollering, I cried. They was still shooting, hiding from the lead under the bed. A lot of niggas
Sounds hella West Coast. I like it. She's based in Long Beach. That does make sense.
In the hood, I had to make it out the section. Every day I'm waking, thanking God, cause it's a blessing. I learned a few
Oh, please let us know when this comes out. I like this a lot. This is my favorite song we've heard from you as well. This is why I love doing this. I love hearing you guys develop over time. This is clear development from the last stuff you sent into this. Coolest is I'm bouncing to this.
From 24 M, I had to make it out. Gotta keep on going till I got.
All right. My feedback is that I want to hear you make more in that space. Like that energy, that kind of tempo, that kind of feeling. Like there is something really special about that pocket for you. And I would love for you to make more in that space. We got Say with Remember the Times up next. Let us know what you think in the chat if you're still rocking with us. We're going to take you guys on a raid very shortly. Oh, I'm a little bit over. But I'm going to try and get through these last 4. Everyone's just going to get 1 minute. This guy's not English? I'm confused. Who is this British? Who is this British voice?
careful, I'm pushing on me. Slave to the scene. How did it get so deep? How did it get so deep when the words that you say didn't say last week? When I say what I said really meant to me.
Yes, these streams get recorded and they go up on my YouTube channel every day after stream in the morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So if you subscribe to my YouTube, you'll be able to watch every stream that I've ever done, basically. If you want to, it's like 217 streams. There's a lot of watch time.
But I'm breaking down without your touch. Told me break it now, I hit the clutch. Can I wait now, I hit you up. Life so deep, heavy on me, but he don't want reap.
Yeah, I gotta save that one too, honestly. I have to. Ryan the MC on Instagram, say. I think there's maybe moments about the vocal mix that could improve if I was being like super harsh, but overall I did really enjoy it. We got Too Clean by Trey Coast up next. I'm not gonna pull up every single social on this one, just the one that you sent in.
Ain't afraid to do you dirty, cause my game too clean. She came with you, but she gon' leave with me. It ain't nothing to a real
It was Say S-E-Y. Uh-oh, other Ryans in the chat. There is other Ryans for sure. Damn. I'm about to finish, bro. I'm already over by a couple minutes. But come hang out anyway. We're gonna go on a raid. Definitely early for all vibes. Some timing issues with the delivery on the first verse. That's probably my biggest note. Just really work on getting that on beat, and sometimes it kind of goes in and out. For me, I'm a big stickler for that. Song's Too Clean. It's 3 or 5 of us. Timing is the biggest thing that I'm hearing on this so far. Is just really making sure you're getting that timing right and hitting. I mean, use the metronome if you have to use the metronome. For me, I'm a stickler for timing though. I like the production style. I do think there could be a little bit more body in the vocal mix too. It feels a little bit thin, a little compressed.
I can't hold you, baby. I can't make you see something right in front of you.
I like the idea. A group of 5 doing stuff like this in this space is nice. I like that you guys are kind of like willing to do songs with not all 5, like just 3, just 2. He's got a nice balance, but for me it's the timing that's the biggest thing that I hear. Alright, After Hill, you're up next. Then Quiz, and then T-Mac. If you're still here, I'll try. After Hill, NDZ. Let us know what you think in the chat. Out of Toronto, Canada. I'm going to be in your city very soon. Cool. I'm actually gonna be in Toronto with Isaac Zale in a couple weeks. Hard. I like this actually. It's got a little weekend to it. Drums are doing overtime. The drums are very loud. I'm not mad at it, though I do think the vocal could come up in the mix just a little bit more. Self-produced. Because this beat is knocking, but I do wish the vocal just kind of punched through just a tiny bit more. Iggy, of course, bro. Thank you for sending stuff in. I appreciate it. I love the writing, though, and the delivery on everything. After Hill on Instagram. Oh, bro, I was literally about to ask you if you were Persian. I think I knew this already, but I was looking at your Instagram. I was like, this dude looks hella Persian, bro. Yo, is that good Persian food in Toronto? That's a question I have for you. I would love to take my young Isaac, my boy, go get some Persian food. I hear what you mean about the drums making it so the vocals need to come up. Yeah, they just knock so hard.
Tell me why. Because it stinks.
Just don't look at the numbers and just make stuff that you feel good about and that you're proud of, and just hope for the best. I know that's crazy, but like, bro, it's basically around here. Okay, I gotta connect more Persians in Toronto, bro. I don't know that I've ever connected with any Toronto Persians. I didn't know they were up there. There's hella Persians in Vancouver.
Go check my wrist. Go check my what?
Please, this shit is crazy. Yeah, just look at numbers as analytics. Use them to inform you on strategy more than validation. That's the thing. Don't look at numbers for validation. That shit does not work.
Go check my what? Go check your bitch. I can't miss. I'm taking chips.
Oh, you know what you're talking about. Check the RAM. This is hard as shit, Keith.
This ain't that. Choco black. Red eye cat.
Yeah, I like this.
5 foot of fit. I'm in a fashion hoe.
You can't get stuck like looking at numbers and being like, oh, like the numbers aren't right, then it's not working or it's not good. Everything just takes time. Consistency is the thing you really need to focus on. If you can focus on consistency, I feel like the rest comes. You know, the numbers, the engagement, it grows over time. But you have to be consistent. If you're not consistent, it's impossible. Yeah, this was dumb hard. I like that one from Keese. And then last one from T-Mac. And maybe I'll give you guys a little sneak peek on something. 2 vocals here. I think it was 1 vocalist on that song. It did feel like there was maybe a vocal sample in the beat that was just left in. And so maybe that was the thing you were hearing. I thought I heard it too, like a second voice in there. All right, this is T-Mac, Houston, Austin. Thank you for putting this quickly on YouTube for us to be able to stream it. Definitely appreciated. All right, this is a demo of the song before I take it to the studio. Recorded on BandLab. I'm not mad at this at all. Let's see who's online. We're gonna go raid somebody in the Twitch music community after we get off. I'm gonna take you somewhere else you can send your music in. It's got a really nice bounce to it. I think maybe just a little bit more enunciation on some of the vocals at times. They're almost too slowed together. We lose some of the bounce that comes from that production. I think if there was a way for you to go back and forth a little bit more to just kind of give us more of that bounce in the vocal as well, especially when the drums come in, that would be a good thing. But overall, I do like the vibe. I think like if it was me though, that would be the thing. It's just like a moment where it's like a little bit less drawn out, a little bit less slowed on the actual vocal, and a little bit more. I'm sorry, I don't know why this is playing and I can't turn it off. And a little bit more percussive, a little bit more. I don't know that it can be resolved through the mixing as much as the delivery. I think the delivery is probably where I hear like the change could potentially be. Oh, weird. We're split up like this now.
I need you all on my body. You know you all of my conscience. I need you smoking exotic. I know you watching my
I do like this though.
I know you Houston, Austin. Goddamn gay party Austin. Goddamn gay drinking Austin.
I don't know what we've stumbled on here. Why are none of the homies on right now, man? What's going on? Where is everybody? We're gonna go raid somebody though. I don't know who. I really actually have no idea who we should go raid. I mean, we could raid Amazon Music. Should we raid Zach Sang? Should we raid Amazon Music? I don't think they'll give a fuck, but I do think Zach Sang's a pretty good interview though. I do fuck with him. Anyway,
there's this whole catalog of music that exists.
Sure, why not? Let's see if we can get let's all go there. Let's go to Amazon Music. Maybe Amazon Music will come here one day.
Yeah, that is something
and we'll be able to do something like that. So we're gonna go raid Amazon Music. But before we do that, if you haven't joined the Discord, make sure you do that. If you haven't put your songs in the release calendar, make sure you do that. And if you haven't followed Kayvan's house, you should do that too. All right, like why not? Let's try. Let's shoot our shot right now. Let's see if Amazon Music will acknowledge us and give us some love for taking a 25-person raid into that 40-viewed show. Right? Let's give them a 50% increase in viewership on this stream and see if we can get in there.
So much, like career-wise, but also just like.
So everybody come on this raid with us. Oh, there's only 16. So, yeah, some people left. Cool. Savages.
Is there something that would surprise us?
But let's see. And if this doesn't work, we'll never do it again. Thank you for a great stream. I'll see you guys in the Discord. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. We're back 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. Be safe.
I mean,
bye.
I don't know. I mean, something that's so cool that we get to do is like going to the parks.
Let's go. Let's hit this raid.
Promotional stuff. And like when you go there, you when you're ever there, you get like a guide kind of thing.
The tour guides are sick.
It's insane. And so you get, if you're a part of Disney, you get one like free guide a year. Insane. It's so great. It's